Hi everyone! Today we will be making clay sea otters. So for today's activity, you will need brown clay for the body, as well as 3 black dots, 2 for the eyes and 1 for the nose, and a colored piece of clay for the sea otter's food. I am also using a square piece of paper as well. It's about 1 inch by 1 inch, but any size will work. So you'll start by taking your clay, the big brown ball, and rolling it in a circle. This will warm up the clay, make it a little easier to work with today. So once you have it in a nice round circle, you'll then take it in between your hands and roll it so it's a bit longer. It'll look more like a log, just like that, a couple inches long. So this will be the main body for your sea otter. Once you get it to the length you'd prefer, you will then take your piece of paper and fold it in half, like that, to make a little opening. It almost looks like a U or a V shape. Then just down from the head, you're going to take your piece of paper and cut out 2 arms. So you'll go 1 in there and 1 on that side. And then you will make the arms round. So you'll pinch the arms so that they look a little more rounded rather than flat. So we make the body of a sea otter a little bit skinnier because they are a small animal. They aren't very big. They do have fur rather than blubber, which makes them a little bit smaller but still keeps them warm. So then you'll fold down the head so it looks like they're curled up laying on their backs, eating. That's the position we're doing the sea otter in today. And make the head on top and then fold in the arms towards the center. So that's our body. We have our head and 2 arms. Now let's make the tail. So from here, you'll take your piece of paper again and keep it flat, just like this. You'll tip the sea otter onto its head and cut straight down the middle of the tail, just like this. Just a little ways in, you'll taper out the back, and then take that piece that you cut off on the bottom. So this is the head, these are the arms, and then you'll take this one on the bottom and make it into a long skinny tail. The tail is long and skinny, so you'll make a little point at the end. Then you can see we have this little block right here that has been cut. So you'll take your piece of paper and cut right down the middle of that, just a little ways. These will be the feet. So you'll then take it like this and pinch it so that they're flat. Their flippers are used for swimming, so they won't be as round as their arms. They need to be a little more flat. So something like that. You can see that there are 2 of them, similar in shape. They're more of an oval, flat. So now we have the body. Then we are going to take our black pieces and you'll make 3 little balls. So you'll roll them into little circles and add them as 2 eyes and a nose to the face of our sea otter. Just like that. And then you're going to take your piece of paper and you're going to draw a little face on it. So you're just gonna do a J one way for a mouth and a backwards J on the other side for its mouth. And then we want to add whiskers. So whiskers are super important for sea otters because they detect movements of their prey and underwater vibrations. How cool is that? So we're going to add a couple of whiskers to each side, just on the side of the nose. So I'm gonna do 3 on this side and 3 on this side, just like that. Then we can set our piece of paper and our sea otter to the side for a moment. And then we want to take our colored piece of clay and roll it into a ball. And then make it flat just slightly on one side so it looks more like a clam. And then we're going to open the arms of our sea otter just a little bit and put the clam right inside, just like it's swimming on its back eating food. And then your sea otter is all done. So we did make a clam today. Some other foods that sea otters eat include sea urchins, mussels, crabs, octopus, and other small sea creatures. Today we made it out of clay. It just depends on the clay you use. Ours is baked at 275 for 15 minutes in an oven, but you can also make this out of Play-Doh. And I hope you have a great day.